Razer ain't got no more laptops in the US, a Steam Deck prototype went for sale, and the 5060 Ti, I gotta take back everything I said in the last episode of Hot News. Looks like it's gonna be good. Let's get into Hot News, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're gonna be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Friday, April 11th, 2025. As a reminder, there's a lot of stuff going on over on our Twitch streams, twitch.tv/UFD Tech. We have our RTX 5090 PC build happening today. I told you it was on Wednesday. I crashed out real hard after the hospital trip with my son. I'm sorry, it's happening today instead. And then additionally, we have both an RTX 5080 giveaway as well as a full PC giveaway happening on our brand new Twitch UFD Music channel, twitch.tv/UFD Music. You can come check us out on both of those, enter into the giveaways in case you want them, help us celebrate the launch of UFD Music, and we should have a new album going out hopefully next week. If it doesn't happen, blame the deal master, blame Reece. He's the one slowing us down on that. And I don't know how companies slow down with everything that's been going on with economic turmoil, tariffs, and everything that's been happening in the global economic status over the last couple of days, but it has resulted in Razer delisting their laptops and several other of their products from their US stores so that you can no longer purchase a Razer Blade 16 or 18, which were supposed to launch later this month on April 30th. In fact, I have a pre-order for one, and I'm not certain as to the status of it at the current moment. But as you can see, when you go to their website, it just says notify me. It does not give you the ability to purchase them anymore. Razer has not come out publicly and said why this is happening. The presumption obviously would be surrounding tariffs, especially since this happened a little over a week ago on April 2nd. So that was anticipatory of the tariff announcements that were going to happen. And now that they have happened and then they've been delayed so that they're not taking effect as firmly, but they are taking effect for China. It's a whole complicated situation that I'm not envious of any company that has global supply chains to figure out, and so we'll just keep you updated as things shake and bake. Framework did start selling some of their stuff in the US, but even their cheapest thing they cannot sell in the US due to the tariff hit, so they're just going to be pausing that in the US for right now. It's going to take a little while for us to figure out what the general implications are for PC gamers and what we got going on right here. But I know what I got going on, and that's today's video sponsor. Moms do a lot, and they do it all day long. While I'm here yapping to a camera all day, my wife Sydney is home, working her butt off at her job and busy being the great mom that she is to our 4 kids. If your mom is even half as great as Sydney, then I'll tell you what, you need to treat her to something nice this Mother's Day. Like say some new everyday earbuds from today's sponsor, Raycon. Raycons are a perfect fit for someone who has a go kind of day. Their latest model is equipped with a 32-hour battery life, a quick charge function that gives you 90 minutes of battery after 10 minutes on charge, and multi-point connectivity, so you can listen all day and effortlessly swap between your 2 connected devices. Something that I love about the everyday earbuds that I think Sydney will enjoy as well is the fact that the earbuds at such an accessible price point have active noise cancellation. So when Michael here starts talking about how 92 is actually half of 99, I could just turn it on and drift away. Also, just to appreciate the color here, we've gone with the blush violet option, but these come in a variety of other fun and unique colors. Raycon has also put a lot of effort into making sure these earbuds are ergonomic and comfortable. After all, they are the everyday earbuds. Regardless of your ear size, the everyday earbuds fit seamlessly into the curvature of the human ear, so no more sore little ears after a few hours of listening to your favorite music. I find these to be great for working out or doing tasks around the house or office where I don't necessarily want to take my phone out to skip a song or answer a call, thanks to the expansion of the touch features. I can pause, play, skip, adjust the volume, and answer and reject calls, all without touching my phone. The IP66 water and sweat resistance also makes it so that after a few hours of working under these big studio lights, my gross ear sweat isn't frying my earbuds. If you want to win out over your siblings this Mother's Day, go ahead and treat mom to a new set of everyday earbuds. Go to buyraycon.com/UFDTechYT to get 20% off site-wide. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring. Well, you could likely hook up your Raycon earbuds to the Steam Deck prototype that went up for sale on eBay that got slightly noticed after the sale expired. This kind of bums me out because I probably would have put a bid in on this. The early Valve Engineering 34 prototype Steam Deck 256GB tested please read went up on eBay with it looking very similar to what a Steam Deck would inevitably become, but obviously having very key differences. The variety of colors that are happening in the buttons, the touchpads look certainly different. One of the joysticks is missing its nub. The back back also looks weird, but has the design of the R4, R5, L4, and L5 button, but it also says not for resale, to which obviously this person did not care. The color-coded bumper buttons, I actually like this. I would like Valve to come out and just potentially release a prototype colorway of the Steam Deck. I wouldn't buy it because I already have one, but maybe for the Steam Deck too, that'd be great. Anyways, it was listed for $3,000. The seller mentioned it doesn't have an operating system, so it doesn't actually boot into anything that you could work on right now. Maybe you could potentially get Windows working, but it's with an unnamed AMD Picasso APU, not with the one that actually went into the Steam Deck, which is codenamed Aerith. And so there's some weirdness going on here. Potentially when Valve makes SteamOS a little bit more open in the coming months, somebody could install SteamOS on it, but whoever got it for $1,000 off because they accepted the best price of $2,000. I just kind of want to see it in person. I would have loved to got my hands on this, but alas, it's not going to happen. Maybe Reece can help me get my hands on some mighty fine tech deals.
Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals out on the internet. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you guys are ready for the weekend, and I hope these deals send you off into the weekend the right way. Because starting off today, we have this fine gaming audio mixer, which you can grab for only $34.99, making it $20 off essentially for a little Go XLR clone. And since Go XLR is dead for the second time around, if you need something like that, you can always pick up this. But then moving on, we have this Anycubic PLA 3D printer filament bundle featuring 4 kgs of both black and gray filament for only $46.99, making it $12 off. And then lastly today, we have this Sony X86K 75-inch 4K 120Hz smart TV, which you can grab for its current all-time low of $648, making it $650 off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, I'm gonna hand you off back to Brett for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
All right, Reece. Well, it turns out that the 5060 Ti might be a better deal than we were led to believe initially. We're talking Wednesday's episode of Hot News, okay? So now we have new benchmarks and new pricing indication that are coming out that make it look pretty dang good. So the 5060 Ti getting Geekbenched, with us being able to see the scores in OpenCL and Vulkan, and what it turns out is that the 5060 Ti beats the 4060 Ti by about 13 to 14%, or making it about equivalent to a 3070 Ti. This is a significant uptick over the Furmark benchmark that had it only between 4 and 6% better. This one is significantly more than what it was previously. If this is true, this would match a pretty good generational uplift, especially when you consider the pricing that we're allegedly going to be getting. According to the latest rumors that are dropping, the 5060 Ti is going to see a major price cut from the 4060 Ti. The 4060 Ti 8GB, as I'll remind you, costs $399. The 50 series version of the 8GB is going to cost $379, allegedly according to this rumor. So that's a $20 price decrease, which is what Nvidia is allegedly telling the AIC manufacturers the MSRP of the 5060 Ti is going to be. Then the 5060 Ti 16GB is actually a $70 off discount, coming in at $429 versus the $499 that they ridiculously charged for the 4060 Ti 16GB. They kind of did it as a begrudging, hey, you want a 16GB card, here you go. This looks more like it's a strategy. It's a $50 price differential between the 8 and 16GB, making it more sensible for somebody to bump up to the 16GB if they happen to need the amount of VRAM, or somebody being able to just cut down to the 8GB version in case they actually don't think that they'll need it, or they just want to save the cash. Now, one of the good things with the 5060 Ti, as far as I'm aware, there should be a Founders Edition of this model like there was with the 4060 Ti. So these MSRP prices, while they likely will end up being difficult to get, they will exist in the form of the Founders Edition's card. There was also that report that came out previously that Nvidia was forcing every single AIB partner to come in with a single MSRP card, as opposed to how we saw it with something like the 5070 Ti, which basically had very, very few. The 5060 Ti looks like it could potentially be a worthwhile card, and it's supposed to be launching in just under a week. This coming Wednesday, April 16th, is allegedly gonna be the launch. Let me know if you're interested in the 5060 Ti at $379 or $429 for the 16GB version. I want to hear from you down below in the comments. While I see what you had to say on Wednesday's episode of Hot News, we got Stefan Etienne, the Verge rep. Let's just hope there are no tariffs on thermal paste, especially that new thermal paste with AI. It's so amazing. There's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be tariffs, but they're postponed, so we don't have to worry about it right now. But there is still tariffs, it's 10%. I don't know how to explain what's going on or what will happen. The future is unprognosticated at this point. And then Christopher Yeeman saying, Split Fiction is a great example of this. It's a AA graphics game, but that's not an insult. It's Unreal Engine 5, but eschews all the heavy advanced features like Lumen and Nanite and just focuses on beautiful and colorful art direction and crisp models and animation, putting performance first. It looks gorgeous and runs great on basically anything. More games need to aim for that kind of graphics representation. Modern day games are overshooting the audience's hardware capabilities. I would argue, you know, that is true of certain games and game genres, but like we did a video recently on how most PC gamers are only playing games that are 6 years or older in age. So people are playing Fortnite, they're playing League of Legends, they're playing Roblox, they're playing CS2, right? Like a lot of the games people are playing don't require a ton of graphical horsepower, but I'm also totally in favor of some AAA games just pushing it, right? Like Cyberpunk not being able to run on a low-end PC. I think the game industry kind of needs something that has so many technical features that it makes it difficult to run, thereby pushing the sense that like, hey, this is where games could go, kind of like the meme of how Crysis was back in the day. Obviously, that shouldn't be every single video game out there. And I'm not giving leeway for how broken Cyberpunk was on launch, because they had issues on top of the fact that it was a very technically complex game that was difficult to run. If the game was not buggy, but was difficult to run, I'd be more in favor of it, just because I like seeing pretty new graphics that are better than before. I want to see technical showcases that are hopefully good games. Not every game, not every year, but I like once in a while. Witcher 4, I'm kind of hoping. I want that to make my computer cry. Maybe that's just me. And then we got Eggplant and Watch saying, I've been loving the UFD music releases, not just for streams, but for casual listening while working on stuff too. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We've been working hard on that. We're getting more stuff developed, as I mentioned, behind the scenes. Reece is working on that. You can just head over to twitch.tv/UFD music, type !prize in the chat in order to find out about the 5080 giveaway, type !giveaway to find out about the PC giveaway. We have that going on. Stay tuned for the RTX 5090 PC live stream build that will be happening a little later on. Hopefully around noon Eastern is when I'm planning for it. Hopefully I don't crash out like I did on Wednesday, but in case I do, see you next week.